What's up, guys? Today we're going to be doing a unboxing slash first look at the Tikka T3X TAC A1. It is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, and this is the left-handed version. Before I get into it, quick plug for the Long Range Shooting Handbook, written by Ryan Kleckner. It's a guide to precision shooting for beginners, but I think that no matter what level you are, I'm sure there's something you can learn from this book. It's a really cool read. It can be really technical at sometimes, but there's also some pretty funny commentary in there. I'm learning a lot. I've been working with guns and hunting since I was a kid, so I do know a good bit about firearms already, but I'm learning a lot more in there, especially about precision shooting. Lots of cool, helpful tricks in there, and just some things that he's figured out along the way from someone who was an Army Ranger sniper, and he's got all kinds of cool credentials, so go and check it out. Now to the product. Here we are with our Tikka T3X TAC A1. Man, this thing is sweet. Let me clean up this table and get everything laid out, and let's take a deeper dive and look into it. Alright guys, we're back. We have our gun sitting in our Caldwell steady rest, so it's a little bit easier to show off. And we've got all the things that were included in our pack, so let's go down the line and take a look. It's included with an extra mag. It comes with 2 mags, both are 10 rounds. The other one's already in the gun. A muzzle brake. The barrel on this is threaded. The thread cap is on there. So let's go ahead and put this muzzle brake on. Just thread this on here. And then once you've got it threaded on, there's also 2 screws that you can put in there just to lock it in extra tight. So that's on there. Let's go ahead and add in our bolt. You cannot get the bolt in without moving the adjustable stock because the cheek rest, or the cheek rest sits too high. I can't get it any lower than this. So to move your collapsible stock, there's a button right here in the back. You push down, open it up. If you want it to lock in place, push all the way. Hear that click? It's in there nice and tight. It's not going anywhere. So let's put this back on here and get this bolt in. Bolt should just slide right in. Lock that in place, and then to unlock our collapsible stock, push that button again and open this. Locks back in place. There you go. So we have our bolt in, we have our magazine in. It also came with some additional buttstock pieces right here to extend the length if you want to. We have a little bit of additional hardware. We got some Allen keys, additional screws, I'm assuming for the receiver. And then we've got this little Picatinny, M-lock rail mount for what looks like for a bipod as well. This kind of looks like one of those QD swivel mounts. It's kind of odd seeing them both together like this. I've never seen one that looks like this, but I've also never had a rifle like this as well. I did buy a Harris ultralight bipod, so we'll see if this fits. We'll come back to it. Alright, let's take a look a little bit closer to the gun and see what we've got. So on the back right here, we have our collapsible stock that we've already shown you. This here is an adjustable cheek rest that we'll just rise it up for now. Later on, we're going to fine tune this thing specifically for me as we're mounting our optic, based off some recommendations from the man, the myth, the legend, Ryan Kleckner. For now, we'll just put that all the way at the top. We have our bolt. Gun is clear. Man, that bolt is super smooth. We have a 3-way safety right here, so safety is on since our bolt is pulled forward closed and the trigger is ready to go. There is a red mark on the back here letting me know that if I pull that trigger, that the firing pin is going to come down. The safety is on right now though. Safety off. If the safety is on, the bolt locks in place, but if you need to get it out, there's a little button right in front of the safety you can push down, and you can release the bolt if you need to. We're not going to do that now. Unless we move that collapsible stock, it would get stuck anyway, so let's leave that there. Let's take our safety off and let's feel that trigger. This is a 2-stage trigger, so let's listen for it. That is light, that is smooth, that is crisp. That is a nice trigger. Put that back down here. Alright, let's go ahead and lock our bolt to So we have the, I don't know if this is considered a chassis system or not. Maybe somebody can throw that in the comments if they have one and know for sure. But we have an M-LOK style foregrip up here. That is your handrail system. The top is a Picatinny rail all the way across the top for mounting your optics. We already talked about the threaded barrel. Magazine release is ambidextrous. So you just push this little piece forward, magazine comes out, put that back in there. We have an AR pistol style hand grip on here with some sort of rubber coating on it to give it some extra grip. You've seen our trigger, the trigger guard. There is a Picatinny rail mount on the bottom of our stock here for if you want to mount, I don't know what the technical term is, but it's like a little stand you can put in the back. So you can have your bipod, put that stand in the back so that thing's extra secure when you're shooting. Because the best thing you want when you're shooting, especially precision long range, is a stable system. Of course, after you get good with your fundamentals. As Ryan Kleckner always says, focus on the reticle, steady pressure on the trigger. I'm trying to remember it. That's got to be my mantra because that's his, and it is proven unless he's lying in the book. But I've seen some videos of the man. He's a bad dude. I don't think he is. All right. If you want to take your bolt out, if you're cleaning, what you need to do is, let's move our stock back out of the way, and then up, back. There is, this right here releases our bolt so that we can take it out. Put that back in. Close this up, put her back down. The last thing I'm going to talk about is there are mounts on both sides of the stock for a sling in the back. There's also this piece right here, take a look at, that looks like it's a mount for a sling. I could be wrong, I've never seen one like that before, but if you guys know, or if I'm wrong about that, go ahead and throw in the comments. I'm here to learn and share with you guys my journey as I go down a long range precision shooting and living out my fantasy of being a sniper, even though I have no relevant experience. But you know what, we're gonna learn because that's what we're here to do, and we're gonna get better, and we're gonna share our journey with the gun community. In the front, you know, there's no mount for your sling, but I already showed it's this piece right here. I did check, my bipod is not going to fit on this because this extra piece of metal that comes down right here, it's about the width of my finger, is too large for my Harris bipod to clamp onto. Well, it clamps onto it, sorry, but it won't get close enough to where it hugs sorry, it's my wedding ring, where it clamps onto the rail. So instead, it's clamping on this, and then what's happening is when it's on the bipod, my gun can kind of seesaw up and down because it's not pushed tight all the way up on it. So that's a no-go. Unfortunately, I was not able to find an M-LOK bipod mount anywhere around town. I looked all over today, so I had to order one, and it won't be here for 2 days. So we'll have to come back to that. But I will be mounting a Vortex optic on here, and then we'll go ahead and take this out to the range this weekend and send some shots down the line. Again, this is chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor, which is like the latest and greatest hot thing. It's been pretty hot for a while now, but it's hot enough to where it's not as hard to find ammo, even in these absolutely maniacal times that we're living in. But there you go. This is the Tikka T3X TAC A1, left-handed version, chambered in 6.5 Creedmoor. Let's get a little final look at it. Yeah, there you go. Feel free to leave any comments if you guys want to see anything specific or if I missed anything on here. If so, I don't know about it yet, so I would love to learn more about it. And eventually we'll be doing some more videos on it, and hopefully you guys will get the chance to see me shoot this a little bit. In the meantime, thanks for tuning in.